and soul. Become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye. Teach your children well, their father's help did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you. Can't know the fears that your elders grew by, and so please help. And with your youth, they seek the truth before they can die. Teach your parents well, their children's health will slowly go by. On your dreams, the one they picked, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why, if they told you you would cry. So just look at them and sigh, and know they love you.
But he remembers when Hank played the Opry, high as a kite, while Patsy Cline was out walking after midnight. Well, he saw the torch being passed from Lefty to Merle. Now they're so-called successors, but it's hard to find a hero in this world. There ain't no country music for old men. All of the good ones have died or just packed it in. Now there's posers and losers and would-be outlaws who only know how to pretend. But there ain't no country music for old men.
He was sitting on a bar stool the first time he heard Jolene, a song by the prettiest angel he'd ever seen. Back when Nashville was swinging and making them deals, while old Buck was out strolling the streets of Bakersfield.
There ain't no country music for old men. All of the good ones have died or just packed it in.
Now there's posers and losers and would-be outlaws who only know how to pretend.
But there ain't no country music for old men.
Loretta and Conway, Jones and Tammy Wynette,
songs about prisons and passion and whiskey, that's as good as it's ever gonna get, yeah. They call him nostalgic with a permanent case of the blues.
He just walks around wondering who's gonna fill their shoes.
Looking back on the great ones we've lost, he says, why so soon?
He shed an ocean of tears on the graves of Johnny and June.
There ain't no country music for old men.
All of the good ones that died are just packed it in.
Now there's posers and losers and would-be outlaws who only know how to pretend. But there ain't no country music for old men. There ain't no country music for old men.
Just long enough to let my heart live. And then today I started loving you again.
What a fool I was to think I could go on. Only these few million tears I've cried.
I should have known that the worst was yet to come. The crying time for me has just begun. 'Cause today I started loving you again. And I'm right back where I've really always been. I got over you just long enough to let my heartache spill. And then today